Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Became Death Itself movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290,316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken character's gender, but of course Deku is a male. One shot. Narrator. It was a normal day at the UA Academy where Izuku Midoriya, ninth bearer of One for All and future symbol of peace, studied since he was now known for doing all the great things he did in the past. He was now considered one of the great students of the UA and one of the greatest youth heroes of the UA, since everything he did in the past led him to earn a lot of affection from the people, especially the students and teachers, since they loved him for everything he did in the past, and he was Ichiko Uraraka's boyfriend since after the rescue of Bakugo and the rescue of Eri, the two of them became boyfriends, and now they were happy and more, because Eri called them both dads. Something that did not bother them, on the contrary, they really liked that Eri called them dad, and everything was happiness for our green-haired man, and what does our green-haired man do now? Narrator. We see Izuku in his room with his girlfriend Uraraka. Izuku. Ready love, we already finished the homework. Uraraka. Love, can you give me some money since I need a little? Izuku. Of course, giving him a 1,000 bill, by the way love tell me what you want to do when we leave the UA. Uraraka. It's not obvious, we'll get married and have lots of children, he said smiling Izuku. That's why I love you so much, I was going to kiss him, but Uraraka pushes him away with her hand. Uraraka. Sorry love, it's just that I'm in a hurry since I'm going for a walk with my parents. Izuku. Oh I see, well then see you tomorrow in class, she said smiling. Uraraka. See you love leaving the room where she goes to some hallways and arrives at Iida's room and enters where Bakugo and Iida were. Bakugo? You finally arrive. Uraraka. Finally, after being all day with that idiot, I can finally have fun. Iida. Well love, since you finally arrived, it's time for fun. Bakugo. Don't worry, forget about that nerd, it's shit, one day you leave him alone, but forget about that and come to bed. Uraraka. Let's start taking off her shirt and pants starting to kiss the two. Meanwhile in another place. We see all the teachers including some top heroes like Mirko, Ryukyu, Hawks and Endeavor since they sent for them. Almight. Very well director, why did you send for us? Mirko. Yes mouse, I already want to break bones bored. Nezu. Well I sent for them since I just received an anonymous video where they say it shows the true traitor of the UA. La King. Seriously director. Almight. Let's see put the video. Nezu put the video where Shigaraki was shown in a super dark alley where none other than Izuku arrives to the surprise and anger of the others. Worse, they were surprised since he began to pass a lot of information from the UA and some photos of the entire school and everything about it, and the video is cut, leaving everyone annoyed. Nezu. So he was always the annoying traitor. Almight. That damn guy deceived us, screaming furiously. Sniper. There, we have to kill him at once. Present Mick. There, we have to lock him up in Tartarus. La King. There, we have to kill that traitor, screaming furiously like that, everyone's starting to curse Izuku all except Midnight, Mirko, Ryukyu, Endeavor, Hawks and Izawa, since they believed in him until Mirko speaks. Mirko. Hey, she screamed, listen, I know Izuku since he has done internships with me and I saw that he really wants to be a great hero, not a villain, besides he can't do that, since he truly wants to be a great hero it would be. Midnight. Yes, also Izuku confessed to me that it has always been his dream to be a hero. Izawa. I know my offspring perfectly and he will never do that, besides he helped a lot in the rescue of Bakugo and Eri. Ryukyu. Yes, he helped a lot in the rescue of Eri, so I don't think it's the Endeavor. Besides he helped my son to accept his fire side thanks to him. Hawks. Sincerely I believe in him since he is a great boy, I think the video is real. Almight. Enough of cheap excuses, he is the traitor and that's it, tomorrow we are going to arrest him, super annoying. All. Yes Almight. Mirko. Go to hell, each one leaving upset. The next day. We see Izuku calmly in the classroom, but what caught his attention a little was that there was no one. Izuku. How strange, there are no classes because nobody told me, confused, and then everyone comes in surprisingly. Hey guys, what's wrong, confused, but what shocked him the most, it was that Bakugo gave him a huge explosion that sent him flying, taking him out of the room, and Izuku gets up in pain. Izuku. Hey Bakugo, what's wrong with you, confused friend? Iida. Shut up, kicking him, and Mina would throw a Shido at him that begins to burn him, making Izuku scream heartbreakingly, and Almight lifts him up. Almight. You're garbage, damn traitor, give me back the One for All, removing a hair and eating it, returning to his muscular form. Izuku. Wait, what are you talking about, bringing tears to the pain. Nezu. Ah no, and this showing the video, leaving Izuku in shock. Izuku. That's not me, really, I swear, seriously, please believe me, he said crying. Almight. Shut up, punching him. Mineta. Kill the traitor, putting their balls in Izuku. So everyone began to hit him in a very horrific way, leaving him horribly almost disfigured. Uraraka. I can't believe I had a shitty traitor as a boyfriend, but you know kissing Iida and Bakugo, I've cheated on you all this time with Iida and Bakugo, and they've given me everything I want and more in bed, that they make it super rich, she said shamelessly, but a huge pillar of ice stands in front of them at the same time a grenade is sent far away. Kirishima. Let's go bro, carrying it. Seiya. Kirishima, take Izuku far away. Okoyami. We will try to buy time taking out his dark shadow. Jiru. We will try to stop them by making large sound waves on the ground. Almight. So he doesn't escape by breaking the pillar, and Todoroki makes more ice. Todoroki. I can't take it anymore, taking out fire at the same time. Momo. Come on, you can shoot with large cannons at everyone, but Uraraka would throw a huge rock making her knocked out. Momo. Todoroki. Daughter of, but Bakugo gives her a big explosion making that is knocked out. With Kirishima. He was running in Izuku's arms half dying. Kirishima. Calm down brother, you're going to be fine, but All Might gives him a hard punch that Kirishima did not manage to activate his quirk in time, causing him to be knocked out. All Might. Now you will die traitor, and you know lifting him, I killed your mother yesterday, along with the young Bakugo and the young Iida. Wow, if he squeezed super rich, he said brazenly. Izuku. Son of a bitch, sniff sniff, why my mother, sniff sniff, my mother was innocent. All Might. Was an accomplice to what you did, now I'll send you to her. He was going to hit him, but Mirko arrives and gives him a big kick causing him to crash into a tree. Mirko. Son of a bitch, I'll kill you. All Might. Damn bitch, why are you helping him, super annoying. Mirko. Why is he not the traitor, you bucking bastard. All Might. I'll kill you along with him, but Ryukyu gives him a colasso, knocking him far away. Ryukyu. Mirko, take Izuku away, I'll distract him. All Might. Son of a bitch, but returns to his thin form. Izawa. Take my offspring away now, seeing him with his quirk activated, dodging Vlag King's blows, and Mirko carries him and takes him out of there quickly. Izuku. Miss Mirko, spitting blood. Mirko. Calm down, I'll get you out of there because I trust you, you'll get better. Izuku. I think my time has come, vomiting blood. Mirko. No Izuku, stay with me, calm down, I'll take you to the hospital. Izuku. LLL, I'm sorry. Mirko. No Izuku, stay with me, run faster, but Present Mick arrives and screams so loud that it makes both of their eardrums rupture, and All Might arrives and sends Mirko flying and grabs Izuku. All Might. Say your last words. Izuku. Tell Eri to be the great heroine she always wanted to be, and that I was always proud of her, and to forgive him, since he will not be with her, crying in her last moments of life, and All Might gives him a big punch so hard that it breaks his cranium, making Izuku scream heartbreakingly, until Bakugo arrives with a great explosion that makes a hole in his chest, quickly making him lose a lot of blood. Izuku takes his last breath to close his eyes, to never open them again, so unfortunately Izuku died. Mirko. Izuku running Asia the All Might. Good job young Bakugo, let's go now, it's his problem leaving the same as Bakugo. Mirko. Izuku, please wake up. Izawa. No, my offspring. Midnight. No Izuku. Kirishima. Bro running Asia the Todoroki. It can't be running. Mirko. Izuku, please Izuku, wake up please, shedding tears like everything. Seiya. No Izuku-kun, don't go crying. Momo. Why is Izuku crying? Mirko. Izuku, please stay with me please, hugging Izuku's body, Nuuo screaming loudly at the same time crying, while everyone cried for the death of his friend and secret love. Meanwhile in another place. We see Izuku in a super dark place. Izuku. So this is heaven, wow, it's not what it seems in the Bible, sitting down, at least I had a great life, at the same time I had good friends who helped me in everything size, well now it's my turn to be here, I feel like my mother is somewhere. Wow boy, you had a bad day. Izuku. The truth is yes, but he is confused. Who said that? Confused and was surprised since he was seeing a wolf next to him. Izuku. And you, who is confused if afraid? Really, I don't scare you, confused. Izuku. Honestly, I have seen unimaginable things in half-wolf people, so I'm not surprised. You surprise me boy, many people who come here are scared see me, but what a surprise sitting next to him, I saw what they did to you, what idiot heroes. Izuku. Yes, but at least there were good heroes like Mirko or Ryukyu who were there to help me. By the way, what is your name, Mr. Wolf? I am Death. Izuku. Really surprised, well what will my destiny be, heaven or hell? Death. You know I like you a lot Izuku, I propose something. Izuku. How do you know my name? Death. Everything about you Izuku, your name and everything, but you know I propose something to you since I saw what the heroes did to you. Izuku. What a curious proposal. Death. You will return to life. Izuku. In exchange for my soul, right? Death. No, if not that you are the new death, not so literal that you kill those who are old or have terminal cancer, but the villains, if not super bad people in the world, you will be the hero. Izuku. Really curious. Death. Yes, I swear you tell me, smiling, showing his big teeth. Izuku. Looking into nothing, I will do it for my mother and my daughter who is still alive. Death. We close the deal by raising his hand. Izuku. Deal made, shaking the hand of death, in that Izuku suddenly wakes up in another place and sees that he had his body. Izuku. But what if the only thing I remember is that I was in Mirko's arms, but why am I here confused? With a nice coat blanket, I am looking at him, seeing that he had a coat blanket. I think I was reborn in the same body, but my true body, I think they already buried it with my mother. Well, I have to hide, or they will look for me leaving. Oh, howling like a wolf, how satisfying it feels like doing that, leaving. Timescime 1 year later. We see Mirko sitting at her desk watching the video of Izuku giving information to Shigaraki and sees that there was nothing. Mirko. Damn, closing her laptop, I should go home to see how Eri is. How lucky I was to adopt Eri, it gives me that joy that I never had, she said, smiling, remembering how she signed Eri's adoption papers. Now she was her mother. Mirko leaves her agency, she goes jumping from building to building until she reached her apartment where she lived, and Eri opens it, finding Eri drawing. Eri. Mom running to Asia, her hugging her legs, you finally arrive. Mirko. I finally arrived, bending down hugging her, what were you doing? Eri. Look, giving Mirko a drawing. Mirko. There, how nice, I will put it in the fridge, now come let's eat, taking Eri's hand and going to the kitchen where the two ate peacefully, but both felt a little sad since Izuku was not with them and they broke up. Mirko takes Eri to her room, reads her a story so she can sleep well. Mirko. Good night my little one, smiling, giving Eri a kiss on the forehead and goes to her room. 1:30 a.m. Mirko was masturbating, but Mirko wasn't enjoying it. The next day, 10:30 p.m. We see Almight in his office, calm, but accidentally puts on the video of Izuku giving the information to Shigaraki, getting upset. Almight. At least he is already in hell with his mother, upset, but sees something in the video. What is this? Slowly putting frame by frame the video and is in shock since Izuku's feet were melting, something that left him in shock. Almight. Then the young Midoriya was always innocent, in shock watching the video again, but is horrified since Izuku's eyes were yellow and had small yellow locks. Almight. No, it can't be, he said in shock. Young Midoriya was always innocent. No, what did I do? Standing up, spinning, starting to shed tears. God, what did I do? Sniff sniff, what did I do? Crying inconsolably and become skinny since he killed someone innocent. God, what did I do? Upset, crying inconsolably and falling to the ground, crying. God, what did I do? Crying inconsolably. I killed my son, sniff sniff, and the woman he loved, sniff sniff. Why am I so stupid? Crying. 12:30 at night. Almight was walking super sad for what he just discovered and was walking super sad until he saw that there was a bar and goes in and sits down. Bartender. Good evening gentlemen, what can I offer you? Almight. A glass of whiskey please, sitting down sadly. Bartender. Sure, giving him a glass, he immediately returns, sir, going to another place, leaving Almight alone, but he sees that the bar was somewhat creepy since it was somewhat dark. Almight. What a strange place. At that moment, someone starts whistling in a terrifying way. Almight raises his head, seeing a man with a large coat, a pair of wristbands, and long black nails. Wow, if it is the symbol of peace, Almight. Almight. Hello, said with some fear to the man next to him. You know I'm a big fan of yours, since I was little. The truth is I always saw you on TV, I always liked to do cosplay of you, I always liked. Almight. Thanks. Hey, I don't usually do this, but can you give me your autograph? Taking a leaf out of your blanket, gave a photo of him. Almight. Sure, taking out a pen, where do you want me to sign? Izuku. Here, pointing to a part, and Almight was very surprised since he was pointing to a part where it said dead, but he looks in the mirror and gets scared since next to him was none other than Izuku, but he had red eyes like a wolf, he had sharp teeth. Almight. JJJJJ, young Midoriya in shock. Izuku. Wow, I thought you wouldn't be happy to see me, but anyway, grabbing a tequila from the bar. Almight. Seriously, it's you surprised? Izuku. Indeed, it's me, giving him a drink. When I was in the underworld, a person very dear to me offered me to return, and with more power than before. The 1-for-1 is still in me, it will never die, but now I have double the power by drinking more tequila. Almight. Wow, seriously, you are young Midoriya, he said, smiling, crying. This is something impressive, I still can't believe it, because better not go to the UA, since we have a lot to explain. Izuku. Hehehe, laughing, drinking tequila. On the contrary, I came for you, giving him a blow, making him fall. Almight. Young Midoriya. Izuku. If you want me to come back try to beat me he said calmly drinking tequila and dodges a blow from Almight, slowly dodging another, pitiful grabbing him by the neck and sending him away with a punch, making him vomit blood and get up. Izuku. It's time for your execution taking out his two scythes which All Might and Izuku pounced and activates his wolf form and gives him a strong punch that sends him far away breaking the wall and gives him a strong punch that breaks his ribs and grabs him by the arms breaking them making the bone come out, making him scream heartbreakingly and grabs him by the neck. Izuku. At least my mother is resting in peace away from you and do you know if you loved her so much, why did you kill her and leave her super serious finishing his glass of tequila. All Might. Forgive me son crying in pain. Izuku. I was once your son he said coldly oh that's right grabbing All Might's chest taking out the one for all. All Might. Izuku. Izuku. Nana told me that you will never belong to One for All I'm sorry but it's time to die kicking him. And that Izuku sticks his scythe in his jaw and pulls it with great force, making him scream heartbreakingly and Izuku punches out All Might's heart, making All Might stay still bleeding. Izuku. Goodbye blonde he said macabrely speaking in Spanish and look at All Might full already dead at the same time crushing his heart. Izuku. Goodbye symbol of shit speaking in Spanish and leaving the body there lying. The next day. We see Mirko in a large hall. We see all the heroes in a large hall everyone was gathered up to class 2A. Namasa. Well today is the day that the League of Villains will fall since we have all the information of the League where it operates and where it is thanks to Hawks. Hawks. All the villains are hiding in a large mansion in the forest. Mirko. And the imbecile of the symbol of peace why won't he help us? Endeavor sighs. They found him dead in an alley without his jaw. Bakugo. How confused and upset. Namasa. The only thing we know is that his murderer used scythes that removed his jaw, that's why he's already dead. Ryukyu. At least he paid for his sin back to the topic we're leaving. Endeavor. Let's go now. So everyone left and Mirko was jumping, but he began to hear a loud whistle and stopped seeing a wolf behind him that was whistling loudly. Mirko. Who are you confused and the wolf raises his hands greeting. Ryukyu. Hey Mirko let's go screaming and Mirko is distracted. Mirko. Yes I'm already going back to see the wolf but sees that he was no longer there, what was that confused jumping again. Izuku. Run kitty speaking in Spanish. 1 hour later. We see all the heroes in the hospital until they suddenly enter. Endeavor. Mirko go for the doctor. Mirko. There I go to the doctor where he finds a path full of gnomes and Mirko increases the strength of his legs. Mirko. Time for fun running towards the gnomes cutting them in half with his legs to cut off another's head with his legs, thus reaching where a wall was breaking it and sees the doctor where he smiles mockingly. Doctor. Aya screaming aloud. Mirko. Let the fun begin giving him a strong kick that breaks 5 gnomes capsules and reaches where the doctor was and gives him a big kick that leaves him on the ground in pain. Mirko. Endeavor, I already have it, it's super weak talking through the microphone in his ear. Endeavor. Perfect, let's go there, just let us finish off these gnomes by putting out a lot of fire. Mirko. No problem, it seems that this idiot is weak. Doctor. Goodbye, rabbit running with a Nomu in her arms. Mirko. Come here you damn running Asia, I will get revenge for everything they did to Izuku super annoying. Doctor. Gnomes attack by pressing a button. At that in the back of Mirko 5 high-end gnomes come out and grab her where they throw her to the other side breaking the wall in their path. Nomu 2. Stupid rabbit. Nomu 3. She deserves it. Nomu 1. What a shame they are going to be together the hero Deku. At that Mirko comes out of the rubble with his hands. Mirko. Ha they thought I was dead I will never die since I will give everything for my husband and my daughter, she said smiling proudly. Nomu 2. Why don't you die? Mirko. I will never die I will die when I complete the mission I will die when it is my time, not now she said smiling proudly wiping the blood from her face with her tongue and runs away. Mirko. First I'll go for the doctor and then you pieces of shit. Nomu. Not so fast rabbit hitting him, but Mirko stops him with a kick and sends him far away and Mirko runs away, but Nomu grabs her with her hair. Nomu 4. Where are you going squeezing her hair? Mirko. Moonring moving her legs breaking her hair, but it cuts her arm, shit that hurt with pain. Nomu 5. Damn rabbit using force making her hand break. Mirko. That hurts with pain, but it hurt more, Aya screaming in pain, and her arm would be torn off, Aya screaming in pain, and goes like that to the Nomu. Mirko. So attacking the distance I call those faggots squeezing with her legs, and she puts a key. Mirko lunar scissors screaming in Spanish while smiling with pride. Nomu 3 but who the hell is that rabbit? Nomu 4 it seems that she is indestructible who is she confused seeing Mirko who was embittering his left arm with his arm to stop the bleeding. Mirko. Do you think that with it you are going to stop me by standing up? I am Mirko, the rabbit heroine, and I will never die. Because I will fight for Izuku and avenge his death for my beloved, licking the blood from her face. Noma 1. Everyone coming out, more Nomas. Mirko. Let this massacre begin, taking a great leap where he began to attack all the Nomas, crossing them with his legs at the same time he tore off their heads while he went for Shigaraki. Mirko. I'm doing it, love, I'm doing it, I hope you're watching me, I'm fighting for you Izuku, I'm fighting for everything, love, she said, smiling, bringing tears to her eyes and running to the doctor, but two Nomas grab her and cut her stomach a little. Mirko. Aya screaming annoyed and letting go of the Nomas, pulling her hair out and running to the doctor where she sees that she reached the machine where Shigaraki was. Mirko. Luna power forcefully raising her right leg, increasing her strength, but a Nomu pierces her foot. Nomu 7. You're not going to escape, but Endeavor burns her brain causing her to die. Endeavor. Come on Mirko. Mirko. Luna power hitting the capsule with all her might where it breaks completely and Shigaraki's body comes out. Endeavor. Mirko running but sees Mirko crash into him, causing the two of them to fall, and Endeavor was watching him. Endeavor. Mirko. Mirko. I did it, bucking, great, how it hurts, breathing in pain. Endeavor. I'll burn you a little, your big wound on your stomach is bleeding too much. Mirko. Fast with pain and Endeavor began to burn it, bucking, great, this hurts with pain, and everyone arrives. Present Mick. There it is. Hero. I must end everything, destroying everything with a ray. But suddenly Shigaraki grabs him and disintegrates him and wakes up. Shigaraki. Izuku was never the traitor, seeing everyone, how stupid, Izuku was never a traitor, we only played with you, haha. And that Shigaraki puts his hand on the floor where everything began to disintegrate, where everyone ran out super fast. Endeavor carried Mirko in his arms while everyone ran until everyone left, while the whole city disintegrated. Pixie Bob. But what the buck? Midnight. Run everyone. Seiya. Let's run, and Todoroki tried to stop him, but his ice disintegrated and everything destroyed, and Shigaraki just watched everything with a smile and opens a huge portal where All for One and all the villains come out on the forehead of the paranormal release. Afo. Oh Shigaraki, I am very proud of you, son, the symbol of peace, and his successor, I am very proud of you, since I am going, we are going to finish off all the heroes, and we will dominate all, I am proud of you Shigaraki. Shigaraki. You're welcome, father, smiling. Gigantomachia. Let's go for them. Endeavor. Let's go for them, running to them. So all the heroes rush towards the villains, but All for One, along with Shigaraki and Destro, always end up with their great powers, making all some heroes die. Midnight. We should not continue spitting blood. Akugu. They die, making a great explosion, but Shigaraki sends him away from a great punch that sends him crashing into a wall. Afo. This is incredible, are they supposed to be not weak heroes, or is it true, why don't they call the successor of Almight? Ida. Don't tell us about that bucking traitor spitting blood. Afo. Traitor, which confused traitor, ah, that's true, Izuku Midoriya, but if he was never a traitor, if not, I'm pointing at Mineta, who comes like this to them. Mineta. Can I stop pretending? Now Afo? Of course. Mina. QQQQQQQ, how shocked. Akugu. Like that shit, Deku was never the traitor, shocked. Afo. Of course not, and you know my plan was to lock him up to try to convince him to join us, but my plan was perfect thanks to you, and you know how we did it. Yoga, well, twice as dead, but come on Toga. And that Toga arrives with a sample of Izuku's blood, he drinks it and becomes Izuku, leaving everyone shocked since they killed someone innocent, the Ua killed someone innocent. Uraraka. Then Deku-kun was always innocent, bringing tears to the eyes, so did everyone. Shigaraki. If they know right now, they are broadcasting the whole truth, the truth of the UA, he said calmly, while all of Japan was super shocked seeing everything on the news. Everyone was shocked seeing how the UA was killing Izuku and how Izuku's friends tried to defend him but couldn't. At the same time, they played videos of Inko being raped by All Might, Bakugo and Iida, leaving everyone shocked, and Mitsuki had a face that couldn't be believed. Do you believe that her son killed her best friend, at the same time the one she considered as another son? This made Mitsuki cry inconsolably seeing how her son was a murderer, and the entire UA was super shocked by the great news. At the same time they cried for Izuku and more Uraraka, who was unfaithful to her with two people. Afo. Wow, I always knew that heroes were always idiots, but this time they overcame their idiocy, but anyway. Mineta. Can I grab one heroine for me? Afo. Sure, just don't kill them, I need their quirk. Mineta. Yes, today I will enjoy it. Afo. Well, the time to die came. He was about to take out his great quirk, but he sees that all the villains were already dead, already lifeless, 174 villains dead, and the other 230 without heads, and another 300 cut from the throat. Destro. But what the hell happened, confused, but someone cuts his throat making him bleed too much. Shigaraki. What's wrong? Mr. Compress. But what's wrong with fear, but his head would be cut off. Mineta. But what the hell, but someone cuts off half of his body and his head, making them fall and his head fall, thus dying quickly. Mineta. Shigaraki. What the hell, confused. And that a circle of fire is made around Afo and Shigaraki. Afo? Who could it be taking out Quirks? At that a great whistle is heard that scared them and they turned around seeing a person on fire as if nothing. Izuku. But what do we have here all for one, and Shigaraki, Tamura said smiling, taking off his hood. Shigaraki. Afo. Izuku surprised. Izuku. That's right, I'm not the type to see me pulling out my sides. Shigaraki. But we saw you die, confused. Izuku. I was reborn among the dead, but now transforming into his wolf form, now I will send them to hell. Afo. It will be a pleasure to kill you again. Izuku. Well, let his execution begin now and today. So Izuku lunged at Shigaraki, but Afo stops him with a great wave, but did not stop him, and with a one for all, he sends Shigaraki flying into the fire, making him scream in pain, since the fire was very strong, and Izuku makes a cut in his stomach and Afo punches him, but Izuku stops him and returns it with a great smash that makes him go into the fire and burns him horribly, and Izuku cuts Shigaraki, making him scream heartbreakingly. Shigaraki. I will kill you by taking out a lot of fire, but Izuku gives him a big punch in the stomach, with a one for all 80% digs her nails into him, making him scream in pain, and scream heartbreakingly while bleeding, and Izuku joins their sides creating a weapon. Izuku. Nobody escapes from me, not even you. Tenko Shimura. Nana is super disappointed in you, as well as your family, moving her weapon. Shigaraki. Shut up, furiously punching Izuku, but he rips his hand off and Afo grabs him with his whips, but Izuku throws his scythes at him, making him dig into his head, making Izuku run. He punches him so hard that it disfigures his face, more than he already was doing. That Afo creates a large arm and throws it, but Izuku stops him. Izuku. Pathetic, grabbing his arm very tightly, making him scream in pain. Afo. You are not the Izuku Midoriya that I know. You are scared and tempering. Izuku. Death, said macabrely and tearing off Afo's arm, making him scream heartbreakingly. Izuku. I am Izuku. Death running and cuts off Afo's head and quickly crushes it, making him die quickly. Izuku. Your turn, scum, speaking Spanish, watching Shigaraki, and Shigaraki only stared at him. Shigaraki. Deity taking out many Quirks, but Izuku grabs him with his whips and sends him to the fire that burns him very horribly, but in that Izuku gives him a big punch in the chest, making his lungs and heart come out where he sees that Izuku grabs him. Izuku. Goodbye, my partner, speaking in Spanish, crushing his heart, thus dying. Shigaraki. Tamura. Like all for one and forever. Izuku puts out the fire, seeing that some villains saw him with fear. Villains. We surrendered with great fear, kneeling down, and Izuku looked that Dabi wasn't there, something that bothered him a lot. Izuku. Why the hell did I go play with my food, speaking in Spanish, annoyed since he didn't catch Dabi. Anyway, I let him live because I feel sorry for him. I'd better go see my beloved. Nezu. Young Midoriya. Izuku, hearing that his fury increases and he turns around furiously, seeing all his former classmates. Uraraka. Deku-kun, is you, he said through tears. Izuku. Yes, it's me. What do you want? Rad, upset and showing his big teeth. Nezu. But seriously, are you surprised? Izuku. What if bucking, mother? What do you want? Nezu. First, I want to apologize to you for not believing in you, and second, I know this is sudden, but I want you to come back to the UA so that everything is like before, please. Uraraka. Yes, love, please come back, and I want you to be my boyfriend, and I promise that I will never be unfaithful to you again, shedding tears, and Izuku stared at Nezu and everyone in his wolf form. Izuku. Ha laughing, ha. Nezu. Ha. Then what do you say? Young Midoriya, laughing nervously, but he was scared since Izuku showing his big teeth, but he sees that Izuku was staggering from side to side and faded for a moment and returns to the same place, but they see that he was cleaning his blood sides. Nezu. Hey, young Midoriya, what did he do? Confused, but his head falls to the ground, leaving everyone in shock. Akugu. But what did you do, you bucking nerd? But it explodes into 1,000 pieces, making everything fly away, and so all the traitors who attacked Izuku died in very horrible ways except Todoroki, Kirishima, Tokoyami, Aoyama, Kota, Hagakure, Momo, Jiru, Sayu, and Mina. Ida. Hey idiot, what the buck? But his arm falls, making him scream in pain and his head falls. Uraraka. Wait, love, crying. Izuku. Mirko is my true love, speaking Spanish. Uraraka. Hey, what did you say? Confused since she didn't understand Spanish. But Uraraka explodes into 1,000 pieces, making everyone horrified to see this great strong scene, and Mina just vomited. Izuku. Don't worry, I won't kill you and Mina, Kota, Aoyama and Hagakure. I will give you another chance in life, but if you betray my friends and Mina, if you are unfaithful to Kirishima, I will send you to hell, and you all heard me. All. Yes, Izuku is scared and everyone sees that Izuku turns around. Izuku. Thank you very much for trusting me. I will let you live as long as you want by putting on your hood. See you soon my friend speaking in Spanish and going to another place. In another place. Namasa. These are the heroes who were seriously injured. Police. Yes, but the one most on the verge of death is Mirko. Namasa. Quickly take her to the hospital quickly. Police. That's what we tried, but it's difficult to communicate with them. Namasa. Try everything, we shouldn't let them die. Police 2. Hey, who are you? But you receive a blow. Police. Stop right there, but it would be sending you flying from a blow. Namasa. But what's happening, seeing a boy take her out of her stretcher and carry her? Izuku. I have already arrived my love speaking Spanish where he caressed her face and disappears. Namasa. Damn, he took her, look for him. But Izuku. He had arrived at a huge castle in the forest where he puts Mirko on a table while he detransformed into his wolf form. Izuku. Finally my love, we are together again. I regret not being with you for a year, but I was afraid that they would hurt you and our daughter, look how they left you, seeing Mirko badly injured unconscious. Don't worry, here I am here to heal you, approaching her lips. We will be together forever my love. And that Izuku joins his lips with hers, finally giving her their first kiss together, where the two shared a beautiful moment while Mirko was regenerating from his arm, since some of his regeneration was happening to him, and Izuku was still kissing her, while Mirko was slowly healing until he gets cured, and Mirko began to wake up slowly, and what shocks her was that someone was kissing her. Mirko. What the hell, separating and was going to hit Izuku but stops dead in his tracks. Izuku. Come on honey, this is how you receive your boyfriend after a year, what a load of rubbish you are, love, he said calmly, speaking Spanish, joking a little, leaving Mirko shocked. Mirko. Izuku shocked. Izuku. It's me honey, smiling, come on don't hold back, do it. And that Mirko hugs him with all his strength, to which Izuku reciprocates while Mirko cried inconsolably. Izuku. Yeah love, calm down, I'm here. Mirko. Izuku really, sniff are you my love, crying inconsolably. Izuku. Now I'm here, calm. Blackbird. Let's call Rumi, Izuku crying. Izuku. Okay, Rumi. Rumi. I love you my love, sniff I missed you too much, crying, hugging Izuku. Izuku. Me too love. Rumi. Wait, what did you say? Izuku. Love, don't you love me, said smiling. Rumi. Yes, and very much, that I couldn't live without you, it was super difficult to relieve my depression, forgive me Izuku, I'm not very strong, crying. Izuku. Don't say that love, you are super strong, so strong that you were able to raise our daughter alone since I was not there, but you knew how to raise her and give her the love that I couldn't a year ago, hugging her and kneeling down. Rumi, do you want to be my girlfriend, she said smiling, causing Rumi to burst into a great cry of happiness and hugs him very tightly. Rumi. Yes, I accept 1,000 and 1,000 times yes, I love you very much my love, hugging him, and the two see each other and began to approach each other and joined their lips in a warm kiss that expressed all the love they had felt for a year, but both beginning to feel a great heat and beginning to heat up at the same time they kissed, savoring each other's saliva. 1 hour later. Lemon skipped. Izuku. It will hurt a little, but I do it for love. So Izuku makes a hard mark with spikes to Rumi, making her stay a little, and finishes. Izuku. Ready, this symbol means that you are now immortal and we will live forever, said smiling. Rumi. Thank you love, giving her a kiss, ready for another round. Izuku. Of course. Time 1 week. Izuku. Wow, but what a shitty thing, it looks like seeing Japan destroyed from a roof, speaking Spanish. Rumi. What did you say, I don't understand Spanish. Izuku. Nothing, just the city is super destroyed, seeing everything. Rumi. Yes, you're right, seeing the panorama. Thank you very much Izuku for letting me move to your big castle, even though now we live in Medellin, Colombia, but I don't care, and how good that you forgave Bakugo Mitsuki's mother and now she lives in Medellin and you gave her a house, thanks for that detail love. Izuku. At least she is happy with her new life now, and how good that now she lived in Medellin with us, said smiling, seeing Ryukyu, Hawks and Endeavor along with his family leave the hospital. My parse already left the hospital. Rumi. You're right, better go down like this, going down the 2 where it falls up in front of them. Izuku. Hello everyone, seeing everyone. Endeavor. Really, you are alive. Izuku. So alive that I could not kill your oldest son, seriously. Fayumi. Ah yes, it's true, approaching, thank you Izuku for not killing my older brother. Ray. Me too, bowing, thank you very much for letting my young son live. Izuku. You do not have to thank me, I just let the last thing escape him, he said it in a whisper, but I only hope that he improves in the future for good, because if not I will send him with the others. Natsuo. The good thing is that now he is in prison so that he reconsiders and we almost always visit him. Izuku. Okay, I'm glad and endeavor seeing him. Honestly, you deserved that place, not Almight, since I found out that he did many somewhat disturbing things in the United States that I am not going to say here, well, just one, that he killed 42 innocent people in Bogota, Colombia, and who made a massacre in Texas, United States. Endeavor. I see, well, I appreciate you and more for not killing Tuya. Izuku. Yes, you're welcome. Todoroki. It's good that you're alive again, smiling. Izuku. Yes, after a year I'm back, and a question, what happened to the UA? Natsuo. It went to ruin. The classes were abandoned and demolished to make a super large hospital for those who study medicine. Izuku. That's very good, and we're leaving since there was something to clarify. Todoroki. Yes, it's true. So everyone left, but they saw some villains. Stain. Wow, hero Deku. Muscular. Really, you are alive. La Brava. Deku, really it's you. Lente. But how are you still alive, kid? Izuku. For a friend of mine who saved my life. Muscular. Yeah, but if you lock us up again we'll escape easily, but he sees Izuku standing in front of him and everyone else. Izuku. Gentleman, spitting some blood, I'm going to tell you who I am, getting serious. I am Izuku Midoriya Usagi. I'm a super serious, speaking Spanish. I am wherever the buck I want. You can't do a single bucking shit, because there I am. Yes, gentlemen, one day I will become a symbol of peace of the Republic of Colombia. So here you have two options, everyone getting serious, silver or lead. The last thing he said in Spanish. Ryukyu. What did you say, Izuku? Izuku. You have those options to be a hero or not, since I'm fed up with you all betraying us. Yes, gentlemen, so either you're going to help me, or you can each go to hell. Super serious, speaking Spanish. Stain. I understood you a little, but it's okay, me speaking Japanese. Muscular. The only thing I understood was let her die, so I also accept. Izuku. Okay, just kill villains, not true heroes, and I'll leave you alone. Well, it was a pleasure to see you again, leaving all the villains in shock by Izuku's seriousness. Already in the afternoon in Medellin. Izuku was quietly smoking a cigarette in his personal forest in his castle. Izuku. How good it is, he said, smiling, and Rumi arrives and hugs him tightly. Rumi. What, are you okay? Izuku. The beautiful landscape, love, and you are more beautiful, giving him a kiss. Rumi. What a cheesy fool you are. Izuku. But you love this cheesy fool. Rumi. Yes, and a lot, giving him a kiss, and the two of them separate with a thread of saliva. Izuku. Rumi, I know we've only been together for a few days, and that I've been missing for a year. I've thought about it better, honestly, you are the most beautiful and beautiful woman I know in the whole world. You make me fall in love a lot, and I like you a lot, that when I see you my heart beats too much to the point that it wants to come out, and that's why I love you with all my soul, love, so I want to ask you something. Rumi. And what is it? Izuku blushed, since Izuku was kneeling, and takes a red box out of his coat. And opens it, showing a ring. Izuku. Rumi Usagi, do you want to marry me? He said, smiling, making Rumi shed tears of happiness, since she had waited all her life. Rumi. Yes, and 1,000 kisses. Yes, love, hugging him. I waited all my life for this moment. Now the four of us will be a happy family. Izuku. Yes, and the good thing is that all our children will be immortal forever, the same you and I love. We will live forever, he said, smiling. Rumi. I love you, Izuku. Izuku. I love you, Rumi, giving him a kiss. Time several years later. Izuku. And that is the story of how I met your mother, he said, smiling. Luca. Wow, Dad, that was great, said a little clone of Izuku with his brown skin and his big ears and his little tail that did speak Spanish. Harumi. Yes, Daddy, that was incredible, a little clone of Rumi who had brown skin and was also a rabbit like her mother who did speak Spanish. Luca. But Mom, why are you not a heroine anymore? Curious. Rumi. Well, there were no more villains, everyone was weak when I faced them, and the truth is I got bored of being a heroine, so I stopped being a heroine for you, and now I am very happy. I have what I always wanted, a wonderful husband, wonderful children, and more. Now I have the two of them, my little ones, hugging them, both giving them lots of kisses. Harumi. Can you tell us another story, Dad? Izuku. It will be at dinner, because now we have to have dinner, but we have to wait for your brothers and your grandmother who is coming to eat today. Harumi. Yes, today your grandmother Mitsuki is coming to eat here at the castle. Izuku. By the way, I think they have already arrived. I think. Rumi. I think they are already going up the stairs. This castle is super huge. Izumi. Mom, Dad, we already arrived, entering and speaking in Spanish, entering the Izuku clone, but he had Rumi's ears at the same time, their brown skin. Izuku. Rumi. Hello, Antonio, Robert, Wagner, Eric, Pablo, Emilio, Diego, Gail, Luis, Eri, Izumi, Rumi Jr., Mitsuki Jr., Roma, Rami, Angela and Inko said greeting at the same time. Rumi gave kisses to all her brown children, who inherited everything from Rumi, her brown skin, her rabbit ears together like this little tail at the same time, Izuku's wolf quirk. Rumi. Izuku. How did it go? Roma. It went well for us, Mom, Dad. Eri. Dad, Mom Diego already has a girlfriend and it's Komi since. Diego. No Eri don't tell her covering her mouth. Rami. Since Komi Sancido Diego behind the school and we followed them in there. Diego. No Rami don't say it blushing covering her mouth. Rumi Jr. And there Komi declared herself to Diego. Izuku Rumi. How seriously surprised. Mitsuki Jr. Yes and they kissed in front of us. Diego. Eri, Rami, Rumi, Mitsuki because they said so I told them it was a secret super blushing. Rumi Jr. Oh what do our parents have to know? Izumi. Congratulations you finally have a girlfriend. Inko. Congratulations Diego now you have a girlfriend and the most beautiful in all of Medellin. Angela. Congratulations now you have a girlfriend and it's Komi wow it's the first time I hear Komi without stuttering much but congratulations brother said smiling blushing at Diego. Izuku. That's my son you are already a man I am proud of you hugging him. Rumi. Congratulations son hugging him, finally you stop being a boy to become a man you are already a name like your brothers since they already have girlfriends Antonio has Ryuka, Robert has Marin, Wagner has Yuzaki, Pablo has Nagatoro, Eric has Tomo-chan, Emilio has Fayumi Jr., Gail has Hanabi, and Luis has Tajina said calmly, blushing at her children. Boys. Mom blushing. Izuku. I'm happy that you finally have a girlfriend when your grandmother comes. Mitsuki. Tell me what appearing behind everyone. Antonio. Grandma said happily hugging her grandmother as did everyone. Dale. Grandma now Diego already has a girlfriend. Mitsuki. Really good Digito finally you have a girlfriend like your brothers, but you can tell me everything from dinner he said smiling blushing at Diego. Eric. Only Luca is missing and now. Izuku. Don't worry my champion already has a suitor Namari carrying his son. Rumi. Yes and more than Namuri accepted that Luca be her boyfriend said smiling. Everyone. Long live the boyfriend shouting happily for Luca. Rumi. Well let's eat that dinner is getting cold. Everyone. Okay mom love. So everyone goes to dinner where everyone was calm talking about the relationship between Diego and Komi, something that made him blush a lot and Izuku could finally live again finally everything was going well for him since now he was the symbol of peace very powerful of all including Colombia, even though his mother was no longer there he knew that she would be proud of him for everything he had achieved and now everything is happiness for our green-haired man and they lived happily ever after. End. Post-credit scene. We see Izuku walking through his personal forest, but he was walking with someone else. Izuku. Then I have to help you with what Steven Stranger knows, you and my other variants. Dr. Stranger. That's right since you and Irachi are the strongest of all, along with Black Adam and Kukulkan and Chak and the Saiyan King. Izuku. I understand but with one condition that you leave my universe and my reality alone please. Dr. Stranger. I'll even protect her don't worry he said calmly, hey by the way are you really married to Rumi? Izuku. If you don't tell me that there is another variant who married my wife. Dr. Stranger. Indeed if. Izuku. Hits her right because if so taking out his side, I will kill him in person half annoyed. Dr. Stranger. No on the contrary, he loves her like you and I think they are going to have other children since, according to what I heard Rumi was pregnant with Izuku. Izuku. I see well thank you very much for including me in this club of variants, even though I don't know a single one bucking shit about all this subject, but I get used to all this. Dr. Stranger. Don't worry the others are very kind you'll get used to it. Izuku. I hope so. Dr. Stranger. Well I have to go see someone, but I'll give you this by giving him a watch. Izuku. A watch opening it, who is the girl with the eye patch in the photo curious, since I saw a short-haired girl with a part. Dr. Stranger. I don't know, but I heard that she had a boyfriend named Koichi Sakakibara, but he died since in that dimension there was a curse and his dimension was destroyed by Ultron Vision who wanted power, but in the end destroyed it, but in the end we defeated him if you want to keep it well goodbye opening a portal, I'll see you later. Izuku. Take care seeing that stranger disappeared into the portal and Izuku just stared at the watch. Izuku. How cool that he gave me this watch, but it's kind of useless opening it and fixing it a bit, making the hands ring and move again. Izuku. Since it's mine now I'll put my name on it, but I will keep the Sakakibara scratching with his black nail and puts his name, ready now it belongs to me now I am Izuku Midoriya Sakakibara, I wonder who she is curious looking at the girl and closes the watch and keeps it. But someone hugs him by the legs. Luca. I finally found you dad mom says she's ready and so are my brothers to go see the Mario Bros. Izuku. Okay son carrying him let's go see the Mario Bros he said smiling going to the big castle, you know something I will tell you something, but I don't want you to tell your brothers since your mom and I are planning to have another baby. Luca. Really will I have another little brother or sister said happily. Izuku. Yes, but you have to keep the secret by the little finger raising his little finger. Luca. Okay, by the pinky crossing his pinky. Izuku. Very well, now let's see Mario Bros. Luca. Yes. So our family went to see Mario Bro along with the boys' girlfriends. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.